Okay.
There we go.
All right, y'all. We are back. How y'all doing? Okay. How y'all doing?
Great,
Welcome to
great,
the
great.
Road to Optimal Health. Hold on. Let me make sure this sound is down over here. I don't need any distractions. This is the Road to Optimal Health Challenge. This is our kickoff party. Okay. Everybody loves a good party. Okay. But before we begin, okay, I just want to know so I'm talking to my folks here on Zoom and the folks on YouTube. I want to know who's in the room. Okay. So listen, let's do this. Like type in the chat where you are from. I always want to know who I'm talking to. Like who's in the room, where you represent. Type in the chat where you're from. I'm looking in the chat now. Hold on a second. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let me see. Come on down. Come on down. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Alabama, South Carolina, Mississippi, Missouri, New York, Virginia, Delaware, North Carolina, Texas, Virginia, Ohio, okay. All right. Okay. We represent Houston is up in the house. Okay. You know, always like to see that Woodbridge. Okay, we got DMV, Louisville, California. We got the West Coast in the house. Another Houston, Alabama, Philly. Illinois, Maryland, more DMV. Okay, Waldorf. Okay, very good. More LA. Come on, West Coast is in that. More Houston. Come on, Houston. Arizona, Baltimore, Georgia, Indiana, Bowie. Come on, DMV, Dallas, Texas, Virginia. Look at the DMV representing up in here, y'all. DC. Okay, all right. Okay. I love it. Y'all listen, this is our kickoff party. We're gonna have y'all ready to have a good time? Are we ready to have a good time? Y'all, listen, this is the beginning. This is just the beginning, you all. I just want to come and just get y'all ready for an amazing week. Can somebody type in the chat, amazing week? Amazing. Some of y'all be like, Coach Ro, why will this be so amazing? Because for some of you, you will learn things. Okay. Some people tell me, like, Coach Ro, like what you taught me, nobody's ever taught me before. Like my doctors have never told me that. Like if they had told me that years ago, I wouldn't be where I am. Okay. If I had known then what I know now, like, do you understand? So amazing, guys. And this is not about, let me tell you what this is not about. It's not about a meal plan. Okay, I gotta say it. It's not about a workout plan. Okay, it's not. No. It's about a lifestyle. Okay, well, Coach Ro is into helping people to create new lifestyles. Okay, and I'm talking about long term. I'm not talking about a diet. I'm not talking about 10 days, 30 days, 90 days. I'm talking about for however many days that you have left here on God's earth. Okay, that's the amount of time. Okay, however much time you have, a lifetime, guys. Okay, lifetime. And let me tell you what I know to be true. Let me just say this: it feels good to feel good. Y'all hear me? It feels good to feel good. So I want everybody to feel good. I don't want anybody to be sick. Nobody. I need you to know that I don't think God wants anybody to be sick. Okay, that's not our portion. I don't think he meant for us to be sick and medicated and no energy and riddled and with pain. I don't think that's what God would have for us. So for this week, I need you to learn, like take copious notes. Anytime you step on here to listen to Coach Ro, I need you to have pen and paper. This is not entertainment, you all, okay? It's not entertainment. So let me kick this thing off right now, because I know Coach Ro went in and y'all like, hold on, Coach Ro, like let's get going. Let me pull up these slides, y'all. Hold on. Let me tell y'all what we got going on today. Because Coach Ro I already started. I'm already going in. Let me pull this up. Hold on. Make y'all big on my screen here. You know, when you have multiple screens, you be trying to make sure. Okay, y'all. Can y'all see my screen? Yes. You see? Okay. Road to Optimal Health Challenge pre-challenge bonus session, you all. That's what we got going on. So again, congratulations. Okay, give yourself a round of applause. Can we give ourselves a round of applause? Congratulations. Okay, I tell people, welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Okay, this is the first day of the rest of your life. So congratulations, because you chose to be here, because there are millions who decided not to. There are at least thousands, okay? I would say there are at least thousands who saw the opportunity to be here and chose not to be here. It's a choice, right? They chose not to be here, right? And this is what I say to that. Do not be upset about the results you do not have from the work you have not done. They chose not to be here. So for those that chose to be here, congratulations to you, okay? I'm super excited for you. We just have I have a few things that I'm gonna turn this over to Ashley real quick. Ashley, to give some just some housekeeping rules before we kick this thing off. Ashley, you got it?
I'm right here. Welcome everyone to our fourth Road to Optimal Health Challenge. I just counted, and I hope that we have some folks that maybe put some fours in the chats, or your threes or your twos, or even if you're a first timer. We welcome you to the Road to Optimal Health Challenge. Any questions that you have about your ticket, your information that you might have on the technical challenges, please email help@rochelletparks.com. So make sure that you email that email address. But we also have a wonderful volunteer team that you will see you've seen throughout the weekend, but also throughout the week. They'll be posting homework. They'll be answering your questions. They'll be supporting you every single step of the way. So all of your information, VIPers, are located in your portal. So make sure that you are logging in tonight so that you're not a step behind tomorrow, especially for the VIP workout that starts at 6:30 in the morning. 6:30 a.m. So to be on time, you have to be, I would say, log on 6:25. Be ready, be ready, be ready. Have your workout clothes on, okay? Cameras on, and you can't watch from the bed. I know some of y'all might be thinking, oh, is this going to be recorded? What we're doing here is we're experiencing in real time, what does it mean to be committed to the process? Number two, also do something together in unity. Okay. So that's why these sessions are not recorded. So come, be ready, because Coach Rose, she just told me, she said she's in better shape. Okay. And we already thought she was in shape anyway. She's in better shape. So she is ready to work y'all out. So get excited, have your water, have a towel ready. Okay. Because we're going to be moving our bodies. And she's going to be teaching more about that this week. And then also too, I would say, and I know we have another slide on this, but we're going to also having an engagement contest. We're going to have trivia all throughout the week, cash prizes. We want you all to take notes. And it's going to be a fantastic time. But be sure on social media, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you are, hashtag Optimal Health Challenge and tag at Rochelle T. Parks, okay? Because we want this to go viral. We want your friends, your family. In fact, speaking of friends and family, go ahead and share the link with them. We'll put the link in the chat, but text 5 to up to 10 of your closest friends right now and tell them to join us. It's not too late. It's not too late. Many people have asked, hey, Ashley, can we still register? Absolutely. We're not going to close the door on you. We're all in this together. So thank you guys, and we'll be seeing you soon.
Yes. Y'all, we need everybody here, okay? Please don't be selfish and not share this information with your friends and family. So please share. And who's going to be working out with Coach Rowe in the morning? That's what I want to know. Who will be working out? If you will be working out with Coach Rowe in the chat, type a number 1 in the chat. Who is working out with Coach Rowe? YouTube, if you're working out with Coach Rowe, if maybe some of y'all, they may need to upgrade, okay? They may need to upgrade, but who is working out with Coach Rowe? Let me see who working out in the chat with Coach Rowe. I'm gonna see. Where are my ones at? Okay. All right. Listen, be ready, because we gonna work out. This ain't no, don't come here. You see these big hoops? Don't show up in the morning with big hoops on. Okay, don't do that. Thinking you ain't gonna work out. We gonna work out. Okay, don't do this. Y'all hear me? Y'all need to have, let me tell you what you need to have. At minimum, water and a towel. Okay. If you got some light dumbbells, bring those. All right. Most of our stuff will be body weight, but if you have some light dumbbells, bring those, because we working. We working, y'all. We working. All right. So listen, I don't know if y'all know Coach Ro got merch. Okay. This one of the shirts right here. Y'all see this? It says, I am the hope. Y'all see that? I am the hope. I am the hope for the generational health of my family, guys. So we got merch out there. And you know what? And you know, every piece of merch that I have, it serves as accountability for you, right? See, when I wear this shirt, if I'm just all out here willy-nilly, okay, I feel a certain type of way, okay? I'm not the hope, okay? But when I know I'm the hope for the generational health of my family, okay? So y'all see that little QR code, screenshot it, do whatever, like go out and order you some merch, right? So let me show you the types of things we have. So God's food is undefeated. Y'all know Coach Ro talks about that all the time. We got a shirt that says that, okay? Body by Rochelle T. Parks, okay? Fueled by God's food. We got hoodies, okay? We have bags. This time it will work. And I say that because many of you say, Coach Ro, I've tried everything. I've tried everything. I said, but this time, you all, it will work. All right. Here's another shirt. I am the hope for the generation health of my family. And the God's food is defeated hoodie. Come on, y'all. Go out there and represent God's food. When I had a speaking engagement yesterday, and everybody wants to talk to me. Everybody, can I just talk to you, Coach Ro? Because everybody wants to tell me their problem, right? Everybody thinks, oh, their problem is different, and it's like they say, what foods can I eat for my problem? And it's not a certain food for your problem. It's God's food for every problem. Do y'all hear me? It's God's food for every problem. So that's why I say God's food is undefeated. So that is the linkhealthmotivator.com. Y'all go out there and get your merch. And I like to see you wearing it. And when you wear it, tag me. Okay. When y'all wear it and post it, tag Coach Ro. All right. So go out there and get your stuff. All right. Let's get this party started. Let's get it started. Okay. We already talked about engagement. Ashley, they know about the engagement competition? How are we doing it?
So here's what we're gonna do. So what's gonna happen is you guys are gonna come. You guys are gonna be prepared. You're gonna have your notebooks and your pens. You're gonna be taking some really copious notes because we'll be dropping trivia, and at the end of the session, and you guys will have probably about 5, maybe 7 minutes or so. It'll be some really great questions. Go ahead and we'll drop the trivia link in, and then we'll be announcing the winners at the end of every session that we have. And so we'll get your name and your email. And the rule is it's the first 5 people that answer the first 5 questions correctly. So got to be on time. You got to be quick. You got to be paying attention. But you guys have 5 opportunities to do so. So we're going to have a lot of fun this week.
Yeah, but it's a $25 cash prize, right? And I cash app you or Zelle you on the spot, okay? And so listen, 5 opportunities. That's an opportunity to win what? If you're a high achiever, okay, that's $125. Y'all want $125 of Coach Ro's money, huh? You have an opportunity to get that, okay? And so you got to be quick, though. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. So who is this girl? Who is this loud woman? That's what we want to know. Who is this Rochelle T. Parks? Who is she? Does anybody know what the T stand for? And it's not the truth, although I am the truth. But does anybody know what the T stands for? Does anybody? Let me see. Come on. Do y'all know what the T stands? Not you, Shonda. Not you, Shonda. Okay. You close. Okay. You spelling it wrong, though. It's not Thompson. It's not Teresa. It is Trenice, you all. Rochelle Trenice Parks. Trenisc. But who is this girl, Rochelle T. Parks? Just a little girl from Houston, Texas. That's all. Come on, Snaggletooth. Come on with the little snaggle. I think I was 5 years old. And I remember the pants I had on. I had some window pane pants on. Y'all remember them window pane pants? I had on some blue jean window pane pants on with that collar. Look like I'm about to fly away. Okay, but this is probably by 1975. Just a little girl from Houston, Texas, you all. The baby of 8 children. Okay, that's me. I don't know. Did y'all know that was me? That's me on the right. Okay. Yeah, I ain't never seen Coach Ro that big. I put on the weight when I had the babies. Now I had just had my daughter, my 3rd child, and that's my mother. So this is in 2009. That's my son, who's now 28 years old, and my daughter, who just turned 22. And I had an infant. And so, y'all, let me tell y'all. Okay, come on, y'all remember these? Y'all remember these foam rollers, don't you? Okay, I had my bangs too, with my little hands on my hips so my backbone won't slip. So, y'all, I was the baby of 8 kids from Houston, Texas, 3rd Ward. Okay, my folks in Houston, y'all know about 3rd Ward. And I'm gonna tell y'all, we ate everything. Okay. And I always have to let people know this because so many of y'all see who I am today and you think I've always been this way. And I'm like, I have not. Okay. We ate everything, you all. That there was no, I'm telling you, the only time I remember our oven being on is if my mother was baking a cake and it wasn't from scratch. It was some Duncan Hines or Betty Crocker. If she was doing the meatloaf or Thanksgiving, if it was turkey. Other than that, everything was fried. Okay. Everything was smothered chicken, smothered pork chops, rice and gravy, cornbread, Kool-Aid. Like there were no raw vegetables. Everything was canned vegetables. Okay. Libby's, Del Monte. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This is all we ate. TV dinners. That's what we call them. Now I don't know what they call them, but we call them TV dinners. Okay. And my favorite one, I remember it right now, the Salisbury steak with the mashed potatoes and them green peas, and they used to have that little chocolate cake. Y'all know which one I'm talking about, okay? That was my favorite one. Gillen, you know that was the one right there. That might be before your time, Andrea. Okay, I'm telling you, that was the one. That Salisbury steak, though, I can eat that one. Mama, that's the only one I want. Okay, I think it was made by Banquet or something, but I'm just saying this is how I used to eat. We had there was no water. It was Kool-Aid. Okay. I ate honey buns, okay, all the time. Okay. And I'm a honey bun connoisseur. You hear me? So if anybody up in here right now and tell me you ate the honey buns with the ice glaze, you don't know honey buns. I'm talking, it got to be the honey bun with the clear glaze. Okay. And then you pop that thing in the microwave for about 12 seconds until that bag inflates. And then y'all know what I'm talking about. That's the honey bun I ate, y'all. That and then the chocolate milk, the Borden's chocolate milk. My God. I'm telling you, this is how I used to eat. Okay. I remember my senior year in high school. I went to high school for the health professions. And my senior year, I went to school half a day and I had a job at a dental office. So that was like my co-op. And I remember I had like probably about 16 cavities at 17 years old. No joke, about 16 cavities. And of course, he fixed them for me. You know, he took the money out of my check. I still remember the dentist's name, but I had 16 cavities, you all. See, back in the day, nobody was going to the dentist. We weren't going to the dentist. Nobody was going to the doctor. It was no getting your teeth cleaned every 6 months. We weren't doing that, at least not in my family. Okay. I didn't know anybody that was doing it. I grew up in the hood. Okay. So I'm just saying this was my life. Right. And this is how I was eating. So I brought that into my early adulthood. I took it to college. I brought it into my marriage. Like this is how I was eating. Right. But this is the thing. I've always had an interest in science and health. Always, 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 always. I wasn't interested in being healthy, okay? But I had an interest in science and health. And so, like I said, I went to high school for the health professions. So my folks in Houston, I think it's called the Michael E. DeBakey High School now, but back in the day, it was called HSHP, High School for the Health Professions. So I graduated from there in 88, came on the East Coast, went to Howard University, and that's what brought me to the East Coast. And here is where I remain, where I met my husband. And we made this home and, have 3 children and everything. But y'all, this is who I've always been. So for those that are just finding me, some of y'all be like, Coach Rob, just meeting you. You knew, but you everywhere. You on Facebook, you on IG, you on TikTok, you're everywhere. But this is who I've always been. This is who I've always been. And so I'm just saying, this is not, I thought I wanted to be a physician, right? I thought. But I'm always reminded of Jeremiah 29:11. It says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord," right? Plans to prosper you and not harm you. Plans of hope, and a future. And so, no, I'm not administering medication. I don't wear a white lab coat, okay? But I'm still in the business of helping people feel better. That never left me, okay? And so this is who I've always been. Fitness. That's my son who's 28 today, but I was dragging him into the gym with me every day. I used to do some little bodybuilding. This was in 1996. Okay. I was dragging him in the gym. I'm just saying, I am the hope, you all. I am the hope. So this is who I've been. So I need everybody to know, like, this is not some fly by night. This is not some girl who is trying to capitalize on people's sickness. So no. This is a calling. This is a calling that God has placed on my life. I know that to be true. I know that to be true. And because long before anything ever happened with my husband, I was already doing this. I was doing this at my church. I was over the health ministry at my church. I was leading, facilitating faith-based nutrition classes and faith-based weight loss classes. And I was doing seminars. I was the go-to person in the military because I'm retired military. I've been doing this, but I can only surmise that God said, okay, we got to take this thing to the next level. We have to take it to the next level, right? And so the big thing happened with my husband during COVID, April 5th of 2020, when I found myself rushing him to the hospital because he was in diabetic ketoacidosis. Now, because he's married to Coach Rowe, the health motivator, I kind of knew what to do. So praise God, I was able to get him to the hospital in time. They were able to stabilize his numbers, okay? They discharged him 4 days later on April 9th. And they told him he would be on medication for the rest of his life. They said, Mr. Parks, you're going to have to stick yourself in the stomach 4 times a day and take metformin once a day for the rest of your life. And I said, the devil is a liar. Because I know, first of all, that God's food is undefeated. Because I know type 2 diabetes is not only preventable, but it's reversible through nutrition and exercise. I had already helped people do it. I just had never helped anybody in my home. So when he was discharged on April 9th, guys, we immediately implemented the plan that I put in place, and my husband was off all his medication in 8 days. You hear me? April 17th was his last day taking the medication. And to this day, he's still medication free. I need y'all to know that. He's still medication free. Right? So people always want to know, how is your husband doing now? He's doing well. He's still medicated. Never, ever, ever, ever took it again. So that's why I say this week, I need y'all to lock in. Okay? I'm not telling you about something I read about. I'm not telling you about something I learned. I'm telling you about something that I have experienced and I know to be true, not only with my husband, but tens of thousands of other people. Do y'all believe me? Do y'all believe me? If y'all believe me, just type I believe. YouTube, if you believe me, just type I believe in the chat. I need that because I need everybody right now. I want you to be all in. I don't want you to be hokey pokey. I don't want you to have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I want you to be all in. Because if you're not all in, you're going to miss something. And we got 5 days of information to learn. And it's going to be coming at you fast. Okay? So I need you to lock in, all right? So I told you, devoted wife, mother of 3 beautiful children. My son is 28 years old. He lives in Atlanta. A daughter that just turned 22 last week, last week. And then my baby is 16, right? And so got 1 more left in school. Okay, 1 more. And then y'all think we traveling now. Y'all gonna be like, where Coach Rowe? Somewhere, okay, across the world. Praise God. So I did 30 years, y'all, 30 years in the military. I retired in 2018. As you can see, that was my retirement ceremony. I retired as a lieutenant colonel in the District of Columbia Army National Guard. I was part of the Active Guard Reserve program. So I was active duty for the DC Army National Guard, probably up there, one of the top decisions I ever made in my life to raise my right hand and serve this country. And as a result, I was able to retire at 48 and ain't look back. And so, yeah, and it says retired in response to God's prompting. And that's true because God told me probably when I was probably at about 14, 15 years in, he said, when you get 20, this is what he told me. I heard him now. He said, when you get 20 years, I need you to retire because I have work for you to do and you're not going to be able to do it the manner in which I need you to do it as long as you're wearing that uniform. That's what he told me. I heard him loud and clear. And I was like, God, is this you? Or is this just me, my strong desires? Okay. Is it really you? And the closer I got, the more I knew it was really him. Now I just think back, I said, man, what if I didn't listen? What if I did not listen when he told me to retire? What if I see this is what I learned, you all, and I'm seeing this like across so many things in my life. It says when I ignore the voice of God, bad things happen. Okay. Yeah, when I ignore the voice of God, bad things happen. But see, it says, my sheep know my voice. You got to know the voice to be able to listen to the voice. Do you see? You got to know. See, he may be talking to some of y'all right now, but you don't recognize the voice. And maybe you don't recognize him because you don't know him. I said something. Maybe you don't recognize the voice because you don't know him. Right? That's like any mom can relate to this. It could be 5 babies in a room, okay? But you know your babies cry because you know your baby, right? Same thing. So response to God's prompting, he said leave, and I left. And praise God that I did, because had I not left, I would venture to say there'd be thousands of people who would no longer be here today. And my husband could be one of them. Do you hear me? Thousands of people who would no longer be here today. I'm telling you, right? So here it is. Here's my husband right here. Little handsome fella, okay? Little handsome fella right there. Been together for 31 years now. 31 years we've been married. I will tell you, when I was rushing him to the hospital on April 5th, our anniversary is April 15th. So that was 10 days before our 26th wedding anniversary is when that happened. So we've since 31 years this past April, and he's alive and well and still medication free. And to God be the glory. To God be the glory. So what happened? God used us to create the Sugar Ain't Sweet Academy. You say, what is that, Coach Ro? That is a program that is helping people to live a medication-free life, a pain-free life. That is a program that's helping people to heal their bodies at the cellular level, and all with God's food. There are no pills, no powders, no potions. There's God's food and lots of prayer. Okay? That's all we on, y'all. God's food and lots of prayer. People ask me all the time. They're like, "Oh, Coach Ro, who you follow? Like who's your top 100?" I'm like, "Top 100? What? No, I got a top one. It's Jesus. I'm following Jesus. I don't know who else to follow. That's it. Like, what you talking about? 100? I didn't know 100. They ain't on what I'm on. He tell me and I tell you. That's how it goes. I don't know any other way to do it. I know my ultimate assignment, okay, is to draw men unto him. We just gonna be healthy men and women. That's my ultimate assignment. You know why? Because 3 John 1 and 2, the translation I like, it says, "Dear friends, I pray that all is well with you and that you are as healthy in body as you are strong in spirit." Did y'all catch that? Healthy in body as you are strong in spirit. So I know most of the people that follow me now, we strong in spirit now. We'll be some prayer warriors, okay? We know how to pray. We know how to pray. We know how to fast. We know how to speak in tongues. We know all that. And just sick as all get out. Just sick. It says healthy in body as you are strong in spirit. And somehow we just missed that part. We missed that part, right? But I know we should be honoring him by taking care of these temples. This is what I know to be true. This is what I know to be true. But you know what they say? They say Christians are the most overweight people group. Did y'all know that? We're the most overweight people group. And the enemy knows it. And you know what he says to his henchmen? He said, "You know what? No. Don't mess with them. We ain't got to do nothing. We ain't got to do nothing." Them good people right there. They don't lie, cheat, steal. They pay their taxes. They not on they not pornography sites. They ain't no drug trafficking. They none of that. They ain't we ain't got to work. We ain't got to lift a finger though. You know why? Because they will kill themselves with the food they eat. We ain't got to do nothing. They will kill themselves with the food they eat. My God today. And then we get sick. And then we got the whole church praying. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. We got the whole church praying when we've done it to ourselves. We just keep sowing into this flesh. I need y'all to lock in all week. Pen and paper. Pen and paper, y'all. Don't miss this opportunity to be free. That at the church yesterday, the theme was, at my speaking engagement, the theme was, it is time. It is time. And I said, for some people, it is time to pray. It is time to soar. It is time to learn. It is time to grow. It is time. You know what I say? It is time to heal. Does anybody want to heal today? Does anybody sick and tired of being sick and tired? Y'all, we coming up on the end of 2025. And for many of us, we have been, how many years have you told yourself this is the year? How many times have you had to start over? It is time. And for some of you, you may be like, I just don't know what. Okay, we about to remove all that. We about to take away all the excuses. See, it's no more guesswork. This week, I am going to give you the framework. Y'all hear me? No more guesswork. You don't have to worry about it. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it no more. And I said it, no more. Don't worry about it. I got you. Okay? So I'm removing all the excuses. So the ball will be in your court. Okay? You gonna have the ball. It's gonna be 10 seconds left on the clock. Listen, you ain't even got to shoot. It's gonna be a layup. Huh? A layup, y'all. That's it. That's Andrea. Just right, boom, right there. Just put it in the box. Layup. That's what I'm giving you this week. So lock in, okay? Says this program has helped tens of thousands become free of medication and chronic illnesses. And as the young people say, and that ain't no cap. That's the truth. So help me, God, because I promise you, I'm in right standing with my Lord, and ain't no way I'm gonna ruin it trying to a lot of you. No way. That is the truth, nothing but the truth. Tens of thousands. One day it's gonna be hundreds of thousands. One day it's gonna be millions. You know why? Ain't got nothing to do with me. Has everything to do with the God I serve, because God's food is undefeated. So I tell people, it's not if it will work, it's only when. Y'all hear me? Does anybody believe me? Come on, somebody. Because I'm feeling like I'm ready to go into the challenge today. I'm ready. Y'all got me fired up. I am ready. I'm ready, y'all. Look at this. Look at this right here. Here go one of my people right here. As a matter of fact, Tuka was the first person I worked with after my husband, okay? After my husband got these amazing results, okay? Got him off this medication in 8 days. His weight was just melting off. He was just getting better and better by the day. And I was like, my God, look at this. Like, it's a miracle. I said, okay, ain't nobody gonna believe me. They gonna be like, Coach Ro, that's your husband. Like, I said, I need somebody else. I need somebody else. Okay, somebody outside of my family. And in calls Tuka. I think she texted me. No, she called me. Tuka called me out the blue. How many of you know it wasn't out the blue? Come on, Jesus. Okay. But she called me out the blue and said, Ro, listen, you still selling them shakes? Now Tuka over there and trying to cook up her own little diet plan and need some shakes. You from Mississippi, okay? Her 50th diet plan, because Tuka had been on a million of them. You still selling them shakes? I said, what's up? Yeah, I'm trying to lose some weight. You still selling them shakes? She called me. I immediately, as soon as she called and said that, I knew that was God. I immediately FaceTimed her. I went from a call to a FaceTime. She said, what? I said, girl, you don't need no shakes. You need coaching. She said, okay, then what you talking about? I said, I can help you. I said, I can help you, Tuka. I said, she wasn't even Tuka then. She was Tanisha. I said, I can help you, Tanisha. I said, I got one question for you. What was the question, y'all? Y'all know the question. What was the question? What was the question? Anybody know the question I asked Tuka? No, it wasn't, are you ready? That wasn't it. What was the question? Come on, Patrick. Do you trust me? That's what I asked her. Do you trust me? And I asked her that because I knew the things I was going to tell her to do was going to be so unorthodox. It was going to be so different from anything she's ever done or anything anybody is ever doing, right? And I didn't have time to explain. I just needed her to execute. I said, do you trust me? She said, yes. I said, okay. And the rest is history, y'all. So this is how she showed up. She was 240 pounds. She was severely anemic, so anemic, she was eating all the ice in the house, okay? Her husband said, Ro, he was like, Ro, we couldn't keep no ice in the house. Tuka was eating it all. Like when you're anemic, you just want ice all the time. Debilitating menstrual cycles, okay? Y'all know what it is. It was ugly, okay? She said the first day of her cycle, she didn't even go anywhere. She was homebound. She said she had fibroids. They were so big and, so bad. She said they were flutter, like she was like pregnant, okay? She feeling moving in her uterus. I said, my God. Suffering from high blood pressure. Okay, why? She said because everybody in her family. She thought it ran in her family. Everybody in her family on high blood pressure medication, and she had migraine headaches so severe that she would lose her peripheral vision. Okay, she said sometimes she was a teacher at the time. She said sometimes the kids would come in the classroom and the lights would be off. They would already know Miss James got a headache. Everybody be quiet. She said she couldn't see. I'm like, what type of life is this? Took her like 7 years younger than me. I'm like, what type of life is this? She was always tired. Okay. She said, I just had enough energy to work with these kids at school. And I came home and got in the bed. She was being a mother from the bed. Do you hear me? Okay. Addicted to sugar. Went to Chick-fil-A every day. Got the little coffee. She said, Ro, I used to put 10 sugars in 10 creamers. I said, you have got to be kidding me. 10 and 10. She said, and would be angry if they gave me 9. I said, wow, this was her life, you all. This is the person who called me and I FaceTime and I said, do you trust me? Because I knew this right here, I knew we could reverse this quickly. Okay? Because this is what I know, when you change what you put in your body changes, y'all. This is what I know to be true. Okay? And so these are some other people I've helped. Eric Thomas, okay, #1 motivational speaker in the world, helped him. He had blood pressure issues, helped E, helped his wife. She deals with MS. Got to get that sugar out of your life. Helped Cece. Cece was on blood pressure medication. We got her off medication in 3 days, okay, working with Coach Rowe. And so I've helped a lot of people. Tiffany Montgomery. Tiff, anytime she got something going on, cholesterol, whatever, she calling me. She got a family member, close friend, she will FaceTime. As a matter of fact, true story, as I was getting ready to go up and speak yesterday, Tiff FaceTime me. All right, if she FaceTime me, I know it's somebody she want me to work with. I had to tell her, I'm about to get up and go speak. She said, oh, I'm sorry. Go kill it. Go kill it. So I need to return her call. But just yesterday, always, hitting me up, wanting me to work with somebody. Marquise Gold, another one. Helped him, helped his mom. His mom was on blood pressure medication. I'm just saying, Pastor Darius and Pastor Shamika Daniels helped them as well. Pastor Darius had severe digestive issues, did not eat any leafy greens, had not eaten any in 6 years. And of course, we healed his gut, and now he can eat leafy greens today. Okay. He said, wow, now can you help my wife? Absolutely, I can. She has some issues, helped her as well, helped her lose some weight, get herself together, and they're doing extremely well. I don't know if y'all know them, those two, but they're doing great things for the kingdom, and they look amazing. Everybody looks amazing. Cece is out there, just came off tour, about to go on tour again, and just looking amazing. People hit me up, okay, and be like, she looks amazing. I said, well, I just gave new information. She did the work, okay? You still gonna have to do the heavy lifting. Coach Rowe is just gonna give you new information, right? But you still have to do the work because I can't do it for you. And she has done the work and she continues to do the work. And I stay in touch with her to make sure she's straight. So this program, again, has helped tens of thousands of people become free of medication and chronic illnesses, guys. So why did I create this program? Okay. After getting my husband off this medication, after 8 days, I started working with Tooka, y'all. I told y'all this is what she looked like. Okay. Y'all remember this. 240 pounds, anemic, okay, debilitating menstrual cycles, high blood pressure, migraine headaches, always tired, addicted to sugar. This is what she looked like. But after she changed, okay, after we changed what we put in her body, okay, I was able to show Tooka how to turn her body into a fat burning machine, you all. And it just kept getting better, okay? We got her free off this amlodipine, okay? No more heavy cycles. She said the cycles, she would forget, they would pop up like, like, oh wow, I didn't even know it was coming today. Okay, they would just pop up on her. Because she didn't feel no more PMS, none of that, you all. None of that. Now she's living a life free of pain and fatigue. Come on, Tooka. Okay, this is Tooka right now. Y'all hear me? I hear looking good, feeling good, running. We just did the Marine Corps Marathon last month. Okay, come on. Come on. This is what's possible. When you change what you put in your body changes. Come on, the YouTube, somebody start Sonia Cole say, shut the front door. Yeah, this is what's possible, Sonia. It's the real deal. Do you hear me? And Tooka's just one example. I'm talking thousands of people, tens of thousands. When I look at even Cece, I look at her old videos. I'm like, okay, Cece had a little weight on her. Cece had a little weight on her back in the day, okay? Now she's slim and trim. Kathleen, you know this. Kathleen said she did. She did. Okay, not anymore. She looked nice and petite now. Okay, I remember I saw her at the Dove Awards last year. She had that all white, just looked beautiful and healthy. I said, come on, Cece. She said, my voice has never been stronger. Do you hear me? I said, Cece, you out here like ministering to the whole world. You're serving God's people. You got to be healthy. We need you in tip-top shape. And that's all of us. Do you see? Because we all have a calling. Okay? Cece, her ministry is in song. Okay, but we all have a calling. And many of you are not able to do that thing because you're not well. So if you're not able to do what God has called you to do, that means other people are missing out. They're not even benefiting on the calling that you have. You see? Y'all see how you're just being negligent. But no more. We're removing all the excuses. Okay, I'm about to ask a question. How many people right now, be honest, I'm talking total transparency. How many people right now know God has called you to do a thing and you're not doing it? If that's you, just type me in the chat. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You see there? You see there? YouTube, how many of you right now, you know God has called you to do a thing and you're not doing it? Just type me in the chat. Come on. And we blame our spouse, we blame our kids, we blame our because we're caretakers, because our job, our employee, that it's everything. And we blame everybody but us. We blame everybody but the man in the mirror or the woman. Y'all hear me? It says everybody else's fault. Everybody. Yeah, we got to take accountability this week if we do nothing. Because I promise you, woo, if we don't take accountability of our own actions, I promise you will never change. It is time. Listen, Big Mama. It's Big Mama's fault. It's Paw. No. It's you. It's you. It's not in your bloodline. It's in your behavior. You ain't big bone. That's not it. Nope. That's not it, y'all. It's you. Nobody is forcing anybody to eat food. Nobody is preventing anybody from moving their body. Nobody is putting a gun to anybody's head and making them go through a drive-through. Nobody. This is all you. So we got to own it this week. Okay? I tell everybody, if you did this to you, and I don't say that to discourage you, I say it to encourage you. Because listen, think about it logically. if it's everybody else's fault, if they're the reason, you can't change it. But when you recognize that you did this to you, if you did it, you can undo it. Does that make sense? You can't change what somebody else did. If it's Big Mama's fault, what you can't do nothing about it. If it's in your bloodline, you can't do nothing. You can't change your blood. But it's not in your bloodline. It's in your behavior. And that you can change. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Somebody say glory to God. I can change my behavior. This is something slight. Because with God, I can do all things. Huh? With God, I can do all things. This is something slight. For Coach Rowe, it's hard. I didn't say it was easy. But I do know the God we serve. I do know we can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens us. So it's not in your strength, it's in his. Lean on him. He got big shoulders. Yeah, you talking about y'all waiting on God, he waiting on you. Just make a decision. But y'all said this is the week. Y'all said it. Okay. So listen, I realize that this information needs to be shared with the masses, you all, with the masses. So since that time, we've shown thousands of others how to achieve optimal health. And guys, listen, let me tell you this right here, what we're about to do this week. Let me tell you, this is for you. Okay. This thing is for you if you're thinking about it. If you're thinking about anything I just said, okay, this is for you. This is for you if you want to be free of medication and chronic illnesses. If you want to be free, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, okay, this is for you. This is for you if you want to do less guesswork and get more results. I told you, no more guesswork. This week, we're going to give you the framework. This is for you if you want to know how food affects your body. Because we just be eating willy-nilly, don't know nothing from nothing. Don't know how our body's responding to the food we just eating. Don't know why our ankles are swollen, our knees, ain't seen a kneecap or an ankle bone in years. Don't know why. We're going to learn this week, though. We're going to learn, okay? This is for you if you want to turn your body into a fat-burning machine. See, we're not going to lose weight, okay? I'm going to show you how to release the weight. We don't want to lose, we just want to release it, okay? It's for you if you want to get rid of chronic body pain. Nowhere is it written that when you get a certain age, you got to be in pain. Coach Rowe, 55 years old, I have no pains in my body. Praise God. There are no pains, you all. I run a marathon every month. I have no pains in my body. You hear me? This is for you if you want to sleep through the night. My God, so many people say, I don't sleep at night. I said, well, what you do? I just lay in the bed or I watch TV or I'm on my phone. I said, my God. Or those that they sleep, but then they wake up still tired. That's no way to live. That's not your portion, okay? Let me tell you, it's not for you. This ain't for you, okay? If you are not willing to accept that what you have been doing may not be working. If you're not willing to accept that, okay? If you want changes without changing, this ain't for you. So some people, they want to say, how many people want change? How many people want to change? This ain't for you, okay? This is not for you if you desire to remain on medication for reversible chronic illnesses. Some people just want to stay on the medication. They say there's a safety blanket. They rather just take the medication and eat however they want to eat. They don't want a governor. My pastor talked about that today. They said this culture is trying to separate itself as far as they can from God. Why? Because nobody wants to be held accountable. He just talked about that today. Nobody wants to be held accountable. They just want to do what they want to do. That's it. Everybody just want to do what they want to do. Write this down, y'all. 5 keys for getting the most out of this challenge. This is how you're going to be most successful for these 5 days. Let me tell you this right now. Write these down. Be present. Okay? That's the number one thing. Be present. Be present early each day. You know, in our military, they say on time is late. On time is late, you all. Okay? Be present even if it's inconvenient. Because we can do stuff as long as it's an easy road, it's everything is okay. But the minute we hit a little stumbling block, a little adversity, we fold like a cheap suit. Be present, even if it's inconvenient. Be present in a way that will make your children and your grandchildren proud. Be present the way you tell them to be present. Because we good at telling them to do something, but we just be some hypocrites. Okay. We don't, we be on that do as I say, not as I do. Yeah, I know I'm telling the truth. Be present in the way that you tell your children to be present. Okay, do that. Be ready. Number 2, be ready. What you mean, Coach Ro? Be ready with pen and paper. Okay, you should have a designated notebook. Don't be putting it in with some other stuff and then you flipping through it trying to see. You got to go to page 30 before you hit this. No, you should have a designated notebook just for this. Be ready by placing your phone on do not disturb. Come on, y'all. Be ready by making this an actual event on your calendar. It's an event on my calendar. I have it locked in on my calendar with reminders. Be open. Be open. What is that? Be open for change. Because if you're here, change is probably needed. I tell people, see, healthy people aren't looking for Coach Ro. The healthy people doing their thing. They're not looking for me. It's the people that's looking to make some type of changes. That's the people looking for Coach Ro, the people that got an issue with something. So be open for change. Be open to the possibilities. Be open to the possibility of being medication free. Be open to the possibility of sleeping through the night. Be open to the possibility of releasing 50 pounds. Be open to the possibility of living a pain-free life. Be open to the possibility of eliminating your hot flashes, my ladies, because I'm in church and the people just be flashing. Boy, they be flashing up in the church. Everybody, either they got a fan. I said, oh, yeah, they flashing right now. Be open to the fact that this may be your answered prayer. Come on, somebody. People tell me all the time, Coach Ro, I prayed and then you popped up on my feed. Is that anybody's testimony today? I prayed and you just kept popping up. I prayed to God and you popped up like this. I ain't never seen you before, but all of a sudden now I see you everywhere. Could it be? Could it be that you prayed for help and Coach Ro just showing up looking like help? Could it be? Huh, Lakeisha said, that's my testimony. Everybody saying yes. Okay, Gretchen said, I've never seen you before this past week. Come on, somebody. Y'all better be thanking your Heavenly Father right now. He loves you. Huh? He loves you so much that he sent me to you or you to me or however you want to say it. He loves you. Yo, because I'm not popping up on everybody's feed. I'm not. I am not popping up on but I popped up on yours. Either I popped up on yours or a good friend of yours told you about me. Whatever the case, I'm here. And don't you dare discount it either. Huh? 77KX says, she said, yes, you was talking directly to me. Sunshine, I said, I pray for answers to high blood pressure and pre-diabetes outside of, okay. So I'm everywhere. Okay. That I'm where my father tell me to go, right? Be active. Be active, you all. Be active. What does that mean, Coach Ro? Be active by leaving comments in the chat. I'm gonna be talking to y'all. Know y'all see Coach Ro like do a lot of talking. I like to ask a lot of questions. Okay. Now we're not gonna make this no one-sided thing. When I ask y'all something, just come on. Because you know what that just shows me is if you're coachable right off the break. Because some of y'all be like, I am not about to do all that. Yeah, that just showing me you ain't even coachable. Okay. You ain't even coachable. I can't even put you to put a 1 in the chat. How you gonna listen to that? You not gonna listen to that? Not say you won't even put a 1 in the chat. My God. Come on, y'all. We're going to have fun this week. Be active by leaving comments in the chat. Be active by being the first to raise your hand to ask a question. That's for my VIPs, okay? My VIPs, y'all know, y'all get to ask Coach Ro questions. Listen, my YouTube, y'all might want to upgrade the VIP. Can we drop that link, Ashley? Do they see the link? They might want to upgrade the VIP so they can ask some questions, right? Because VIPs get to ask me questions on that second hour. Be active by using those hashtags to share on your social media and tag me. Okay, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Instagram, like use it. Hashtag Optimal Health Challenge and tag Rochelle T. Parks. Tag me. Because I want to reshare that thing. Let's blow up these social media outlets. Let's blow it up. Facebook, Instagram, and tag me. Right? Y'all can record little snippets or whatever, take pictures, whatever the case. Okay. As you making your meals throughout the week, you posting it, hashtag and tag me. Be active, you all. Be active. Okay. Be positive. What is that, Coach Ro? Be positive by believing that better can be had by you too. Coach Ro, I don't deal in I can't, I won't, I'm not, I don't deal in I'm gonna, I'm a try, I like to, I want to, I got to. You know what Coach Ro deals in? I can, I will, I must. Y'all type that in the chat. I can, I will, I must. I got that from my dear friend Dr. Eric Thomas. Okay. I can, I will, I must. Be positive by believing that better can be had by you too. Be positive by always having nice things to say. You know what they say? If you ain't got nothing nice to say, keep it. Okay. We don't want to hear it. Be positive by allowing your mind to be transformed, even though it may go against everything you thought you knew. That's the part right there. Because see, what'll happen is some of you may let your pride get the best of you. Because you coming here with stuff you think you know. And I'm not saying that you don't know anything. But what I'm saying is, how is it working for you? How is it working for you? Okay. That's all I'm saying. What I'm saying is tens of thousands of people are medication free, pain free, lots of energy. That's all I'm saying. I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV. I'm not board certified nutritionist. I'm not none of that. Okay. But I got receipts. Come on, somebody. But I got receipts. So this is not, I'm not in a contest with anybody, but for these 5 days, Coach Ro is the only coach. And we will take, and I do have some assistants that'll be working with us along the way, but all signals will be coming from Coach Ro. Do y'all hear me? We don't need no extra coaching in the chat. We don't need no coaching. We don't need no coaching in the Facebook group, and we don't need none of that. This ain't your time to shine. This your time to learn. Okay? This your time to learn. Y'all put that in this chat. Come on. It's my time to learn. It's my time to learn. That's all you here to do is learn. Okay? And I say again, don't mean that you don't know anything, but it's not your time. Okay? It's your time to learn, not to coach. Okay? That's what we on, y'all. That's what we on. Y'all, YouTube, y'all hear me? Okay, come on. The teacher says, it's my time to learn. That's what we on, y'all. That's what we on. So engagement competition. What we competing today too, Ashley? Was it a competition today too? Is that
competition? No competition today. Okay.
Okay, I was about to say, well, are we paying out today too?
No, we're not. Everybody get themselves ready. This was just a test. It was just a short test.
That was a test. So y'all should have been in there, okay? Because y'all could have got some money. Y'all never know. You never know. So listen, this is what I need you to do right now. Visualize optimal health. Okay, visualize. What is that? What is that for you? and in 1 or 2 words, describe what does it mean to have optimal health. Type it in the chat. Visualize it for yourself. And in 1 or 2 words, what does that mean? Okay, freedom, medication-free, life-changing, freedom. Okay, I like it. Freedom, pain-free, joy, no meds, energy, mobility. Okay, come on. Energetic, yes, better quality of life, peaceful life, energized, joy. Okay, come on, happy, no meds, pain-free. Come on, I love it. Come on, YouTube says freedom, stress-free, no medications, the best I can be, healthy, pain-free, longevity, peace, medication-free, flexibility, able to walk free, pain and medication-free. Come on, influential, life with no limitations. Come on, y'all. That's optimal health, right? So I need you to know that you can have this. This is not pie in the sky. You understand? I've had people who've already had 1 knee replaced. Okay, thought they could never run again, have gone on to run marathons. You see, I've had a person that already had 1 hip replaced and was scheduled to get the second one. And I said, hold on, because I got a sneaky suspicion. Once you get going, you may not need it. She canceled it. She canceled the surgery. She didn't need it anymore. I've had people come here and they were in walkers and wheelchairs and now they're walking, okay, with no assistance. I've had people come here and they were on oxygen because they're free of the oxygen. People that was on CPAP machines, no more CPAP. People that couldn't conceive, now they have multiple babies. Do you hear me? Men that couldn't, okay, as my dear friend Quest would say, couldn't deliver the mail. Now they're delivering the mail. If y'all know what I mean. Okay. Do y'all hear me? Better can be had by you too. So yes, we've gotten people off diabetes medication, blood pressure, cholesterol, thyroid, people that have fatty liver disease, chronic kidney disease. We've seen a lot. Crohn's disease, diverticulitis, ulcerative colitis. Come on. We've seen a lot. Acid reflux, whatever. And they're free today. They're free. Body's restored. You know why? Because God's food is what? What is God's food? What is God's food? God's food is what? What's the word? Undefeated. Point blank, period. Okay? Point blank, period, y'all. So be encouraged. Be encouraged. Hold yourself accountable. Look, QR code, get you some merch. It's an accountability. And I say that because that's what somebody told me. Somebody that had worked with me and they kind of veered off for a while and they told me, they said, Rod, I don't even feel comfortable wearing the gear because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I said, oh, you mean the gear is holding you accountable? She said, I'm not the hope right now. I gotta get myself back before I put the shirt on again. I said, my God, today, get you some gear that's gonna hold you accountable. Huh? Are you the hope? Are you the hope for the generational health of your family? I promise you, you will be when you get this information and you recognize that this information will break generational curses. I don't know a meal plan that's going to break a generational curse. I don't know one. Okay? The word says, through knowledge, the just shall be delivered. It didn't say through a meal plan. Didn't say it. It says we perish for lack of knowledge, you all. So all this week, it's about knowledge, okay? It's about knowledge. Get you some merch. There it is, Health Motivator store, okay? The healthmotivator.com. God's food is undefeated. That shirt says, Body by Rochelle T. Parks, fueled by God's food. I love it. I love that. I love that. This time it will work. I am the hope for the generational health of my family. God's food is undefeated. Go and get you a good hoodie, okay? It's a little chilly outside. Get you a good hoodie. All right? Get you a good one, y'all. And that's all shoes. That's all I got. Was that good? Are we fired up? Are we ready? Because I didn't fire myself up, okay? I didn't fire myself up. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm fired up. Ashley, what else we got for the people? I'm fired up now.
I think that's just about it. We are excited about what's going to happen on the week ahead. YouTube fam, there's time to upgrade, especially because you want to be in the room tomorrow to
Yeah.
ask Coach Ro a question. I mean, the Q&A time is lit. Okay,
Come
so
on.
go on and upgrade to VIP. We have the link pinned in the comments. Come on over and you'll have all your information in the VIP portal. And VIPers, what time are we arriving? What is the correct time that we're arriving tomorrow? Put it in the chat. What time are we arriving tomorrow for the workout?
Yeah.
Okay, so Angelique said 6:25. She got it. Okay,
Okay.
6:25. We
That's
are
right.
ready. We are ready. And the camera's on. And so we are excited for a fantastic week ahead. Also, inside of the Facebook group, this is where the activity is. This is where your support is. This is where we're cheering you on. And there's lots of important information on the featured tab. So we have tips to just optimize your experience. You will have, event reminders. So stay plugged into the community. So we're excited and let's get ready for a great session.
I just want to give a shout out to what is her name? The Lynn Turner just got her gear. Okay, got her gear. They out here getting the gear. Okay, I just saw that come through. I just want to give a shout out. People getting this thing, y'all. And let me just say this: your camera need to be on for the workout. Okay, so if it ain't working, get it fixed. Get it fixed tonight. Okay, this is not a movie. Okay, this is 100% participation. You can't be like, I just want to watch. No, you don't. Not on my watch. You won't. Okay, we working out. We working out. Okay, that's what we doing. So this is not. I'm VIP. I just want to look at it. No, that's not what this is. So if you're not working out, you can't stay. We will kick you out. That is a promise. Okay. And so camera's on. So if it ain't working, figure out how to, you got tonight to figure it out. All right. So I just want to say that yes, you got to be VIP to attend the workout. The workout is for VIPs, which is why my YouTube people need to upgrade. So I know y'all upgrading right now because y'all want to get this one. Everybody, listen, y'all want to know how Coach Ro get these guns, huh? Y'all want to know how Coach Ro get these guns. I already know y'all want to know. Oh, okay. We're gonna work out. We're gonna work out. Okay. We're gonna look the y'all wanna know wanna know how to get these abs, okay? Y'all wanna know about these abs, these quads, okay? Come on. Come on. All of this. We're gonna work out all of it. And I'm not gonna and you do what you can do. Okay. So it won't be CrossFit or anything like that, but we're gonna work. Right? We're gonna teach you how to properly warm up, properly stretch, okay, proper cool down. But we're gonna work in between. Okay. So be ready. Be ready. Yep, 6:30. It's the Zoom. Yeah, we're gonna be on Zoom. I'm excited. We're right here in my studio, right here. So that's all I got, you all. Listen, tomorrow is it. Okay, tomorrow is it. If you got friends and family that you know, and I know you do, okay, that you know will benefit, please share the link. It's not too late to sign up. They can sign up. They can watch this replay. It's in YouTube, okay? But they need to be a part of this, even if they do the general session, okay, which is free. Get them in here. Get them in here, guys. It's too good to miss, right? But the VIPs, they know they're gonna get the workout with Coach Ro every day, Monday through Friday. Okay, 6:30 to 7:15. And they're gonna get the extra session, the bonus session at the back end where they get to ask me questions. That's the benefit of the VIPs. You get to ask Coach Ro questions. I said, y'all got questions, Coach Ro got answers. And that's what we're gonna do in that 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. hour every day after the general session. So that's it, you all. That's it. Anything else, Ashley? We good?
We are excellent.
Okay, y'all, that's it. Listen, have an amazing evening. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. My VIPs, I'm gonna see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Be prepared to work. Okay, I'm excited. Listen, I am Rochelle T. Parks. I am your health motivator, guys. And guess what? Whether you like it or not, I do not care. Okay, in the most sincere way, though. I can, I will, and I must continue to walk alongside each and every one of you and help you to achieve optimal health. And I am out. Peace. Love y'all.